Yes, sir.
You're now tuned in.
Live.
Another episode.
Free game.
Free game.
No Friday. You hearing me?
Yes, sir.
It's just an update.
Yeah, LaRussell wanted to do one today, yo. He wanted to do an episode today. I was just telling the people for an update.
It's a great update.
Yeah. This nigga, you should be in it.
Nah, shit.
Anyway, yeah, tell them. Tell the people.
I don't know why. That just made me disinterested. It's just like, I don't even feel like doing it no more.
Because I said that you wanted to do a free
I
game?
don't know what it is. It's just like,
Not the shame finger.
I think I'm going to do this episode solo.
What the hell? How did we get here? Come on. Ooh. Nigga trying to pull me out the seat.
No, I spent the last week and a half, 2 weeks, just scheduling shows and booking and sending out emails. And I got the whole first 6-7 months booked.
Sheesh.
We did that post telling everybody in the community that we wanted to do shows locally, and niggas really tapped in.
Quickly.
I got everything from Davis, Martinez, Vacaville, Fairfield, Sassoon, Concord. Huh?
You're not. Oh no, you're not doing one in Fairfield.
Concord,
Yeah.
Seattle, Sacramento,
Toronto.
San Diego, Toronto, Boise, man. Lining up LA, San Jose. It's been crazy to just like it's crazy because in the industry, everything like moves slow and everybody shut down. But I didn't shut down and I got 7 months worth of work done in a week.
Niggas was on vacation.
And it's like mainly because you can hit the agencies and shit and it take months sometimes to make these tours happen and get them in place and get shit aligned. But like just going indie and fucking with the indie and finding the indie businesses, bro, this shit really is like, wow, like a nigga year is sold up and it feels good to just know. But shout out Indie on the Move because Indie on the Move was really, really helpful during this process. And I've been using them since like I first ever started doing shows, and to realize that there's still a resource today. Like I almost forgot that all of these resources are available to us as independent artists for our use and our leisure. And all I did was spent a couple days using Indie on the Move and finding venues near me and reaching out and sending emails. And it's like, in the past 7 days, I've generated about $53,000 in ticket revenue. Wow. From just a week's worth of work of us sitting down and getting to it. And everybody could do it if you independent. And it's crazy, we just don't use the resources to us. But I wanted to add to that with the shows, what I've been doing, once I book something, I put it on Bands in Town. I put it on Songkick. I send it out through our Even community. And some of these shows been selling hella tickets before we even announce it publicly because I'm using all of those infrastructure and tools that's of use to us. And Bands in Town got a promote tool that I just started using that's like, it kind of worked. It actually gives you like an open rate and a link click rate for it. And you could target certain like artists within the area specifically and a radius around it. And it's been dope because it's been working. Same with Songkick. They have a dope promote feature that just makes sure everybody who already follow you on there know that you coming. And shout out fucking Even because the Even Fan Connect on Even, I don't know if everybody got it yet. I think it's still in beta. But when they release that bitch publicly, Fan Connect is great. I was able to take, say Oakland, for example, over the past X amount of years, I probably sold over 3,000, 4,000 tickets in Oakland across shows. I was able to put all of that data into one and message and email every single person who bought a ticket to an Oakland show previously and tell them I'm coming back to Oakland. And before the Oakland show even announced, we were at 100 tickets sold.
Sheesh.
Shout out Fan Connect. You heard?
Right? Damn. Oh,
I think it's still in beta.
So now that you started booking all these shows, how you want to tell them about how you're doing ticketing now, moving forward?
Yeah, man, we finally leveling up. We had a post go viral the other day about me kind of explaining like we did $1 million in ticketing revenue, and like I ain't really been making hella paper off that shit. And we had a good ass talk in my dad's house, and it was like, nigga, you could charge now. And we spent the last 3-4 years just doing shows for free, basically just, getting the word out and building the brand. And this is going to be the first year I'm charging ticket prices, which had me kind of nervous because I was like, man, I don't know if people going to show up for a nigga in the same way. But Seattle damn near sold out instant, and people ain't been having no problem. So this year we doing offer-based ticketing still, but I'm also implementing ticketing prices. But within those prices is tiered. So, there's early bird GA where you get to pay a lower rate if you get the first X amount of tickets. Then there's standard GA, and then we're doing early entry, and then there's VIP meet and greet early entry. So each tier has a different perk to it. And then, for people who can't even get in at those tiers, we still have offer base, which is going to be the way we always did it. Some will get in, some won't. And we excited to just run this play this year. I'm excited to actually do shows and really walk away like profitable and happy after a really big show. These fairground shows taught me a lot because I put so much into them and I walked away with nothing. And, those two shows combined generated $100,000. But people don't understand, to throw a show of that magnitude, like just sound.
Right.
Just sound and it's like fucking ridiculous. But I did those offer based. And, a lot of people pay $5, $7, $10, and I'm from here. So that was a big deal to me, but it's like there's nowhere else on earth that you're gonna see 10 artists of that magnitude for $5.
There's no
and
festival.
I'm happy that I made that a place that you can do that. But going forward, it's like I want to win for what I put in. I put too much sauce in the pot, and I give too many dope experiences, life changing experiences. Niggas seen me with Twister yesterday for Jug.
Right.
With a live choir and harpists, and like we giving shows that you can't even experience at the higher level. Like niggas we paid hella money to see some of these niggas, and we ain't even get that experience.
You pay more to get less.
Man, I've paid more to get less. And it's like I don't want to do that no more. Yeah. I want to get what I'm bringing, and I feel like it's worth that.
And with the increase, well, not even really increase. It's just like with this new tiered ticketing system, like when we were talking, I was like, the best way to make it make sense is how we always do. Like whenever we set a price on something or we charge more for something, we're like, we gonna make it come with a lot of perks. Because as the consumer, you want it to at least make sense. Like, okay, well, if somebody else is getting in for $5 and I pay $75, what's the difference? And the difference is going to be, which is cool because we've been like thinking about a bunch of different ways to like increase the perks. But right now, which we started at the Empress show, was tiered entry. So the same way when you go to the airport, if you pay for that last minute flight in the back of the plane, you gonna get on last. You pay that.
Group 1, Group 5. Your shit say Group 5, nigga. And
Group
you know
5
you
through
only
7.
paid $60 for their ticket.
And you okay with getting on the plane last because you got the plane ticket for Jug. You still gonna get to where you trying to go. Which you still get to get into the show. But for the people who are like, no, I like leg room. I might want a blanket for this overnight flight. I want a little snack.
You want TSA pre-check? That costs you something. You want clear?
Yeah, so for the people who are paying more to get into the shows, they get to get in first. And
I think that's hella fair because with offer base, niggas who paid $5 was getting treated the same way as niggas who paid $100
or $1,000.
Which, I love, but it's like we also have to be realistic. Like, it ain't nothing worse than paying $100, $200, $300, and you walk and it's a $5 nigga sitting in your seat, and you got to go back and forth with a nigga on like, bro, be for real. You feel me? Like we do that. So, because my thing is like, I still want you in the building.
I want you in the building.
But it's like, bro, you wouldn't even get this experience anywhere else.
Right.
We got to still be courteous and make it make sense. So this is just us making it make sense. And honestly, after this year, I plan to scale up every year because I'm a luxury experience. and I want to perform less and less. So eventually it may get to a point where it's like, to see La Russell is a trip to Disneyland.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
And it costs more to do shows than it ever has before in your career. So to continue to like...
And I do more shows than anybody else.
But it's like, bro, your team is a lot. It used to be you, the DJ, and a couple other niggas to help bring in equipment. Now it's you, 5 instrumentalists, a choir, maybe 2 other acts, a whole team that puts on the show, security. It's a village.
Village.
It got to make sense for everybody.
Yeah. We got a ton of music coming. I got 9 albums slated on my fucking 2025 release plan. And it's finna be shit coming out every other day, which is really crazy to just see it like projected. But we kicking the year off with a Taupe album.
Yes, sir.
Me and Taupe finna drop. Then me and Hit Boy coming. Then me and Mike and Keys coming. I got some shit with Bangladesh coming. Some shit with Mike G coming. Some shit with P-Lo coming. Me and Hokage Simon. We got a special soundtrack album for a special movie coming later this year.
Was that 9? That nigga just named like 12. And I was just like,
oh, Jehovah.
Nigga started saying,
Bink,
wait,
we got the Bink album. And then I made some shit. I found a producer. Shout out to this nigga on YouTube. I found a producer on YouTube named Noisy. And I forgot I made the songs, but I was going through listening to him. I got 3 with him. Now, you love one of the, and at the time that I got time today. You barely got the time of day. That's that nigga shit.
Wow.
And I got a couple with him that's just stupid. I didn't even realize. I just wrote in the background and recorded, and they hard.
Damn.
Yeah. Music, shows.
Yeah, the Empress residency.
That first Empress show was really dope. Really special, man. To see La Russell, Twister, and Ron Funches on that marquee was insane. The collab choir was insane. And it was just the first one. It's only going to get better and better. Right. It's going to keep getting better. But that was a beautiful experience. Beautiful experience.
How was that end of the year celebration for you? This is the first free game back since... That was a crazy
lot.
Show.
That was a lot. And the sound was horrible. Like it just was a lot. The sound wasn't horrible because of the text or anything. It was just like that room just wasn't made for that, and the setup for it. And then having so many guest artists, the backstage area was insane. We didn't have the greatest security, but we still made it rock. Niggas still enjoyed themselves and had a good time.
It's crazy because it go off without a hitch for everybody else.
Right.
Everybody else back there having a grand old time.
A ball. And that be the thing I had to remember. Like, niggas still enjoy it, but it's not the kind of experience I want to put on, right? Just because somebody enjoy it don't mean, like, you still know you didn't get your all. You know, it's like having $100 and you give a nigga $5 and it's like they happy, but it's like, you know, 50 is theirs.
My gauge for a great show is always if I'm able to enjoy it. Because it's like, of course, you niggas is enjoying it. You didn't do nothing. You just came to have
for
fun.
those shows, I don't know if I'll ever be in a space where I get to enjoy it, especially like the first. Like Empress, when it's the first and we working through all the kinks and figuring everything out, I never really get to enjoy those moments because I'm like constantly in the flow of like working and improving and trying to get it right. So I never really get to enjoy those ones.
It's crazy because we did so much prepping too. I was like, when we were starting the Empress show, I'm like, I want to do everything better this year. I spent like 3 hours before the night before getting everything prepped, all the signs, everything, and then...
That all went well, though, didn't it? Or no?
I mean...
How was the entry shit?
There's always ways to improve. I feel like the line went a lot slower than I would have liked. Like, it really took us the full hour to get 300 people in the building, which is like, that don't make sense.
Yeah,
it should never take that long, you know?
Why?
Because it's tiered entry, so... And this is what we're going to change next time. Before everybody gets in, ain't no ins and outs. Like, once you in the building, you in the building, because VIP was coming in and out, and then every time VIP wanted to come back in, they got to get re-pat down. They're re-entering. So instead of it being us getting 300 people in the building,
those signs up, no ins
we
and
was
outs.
getting 700, 800 niggas back in the building, and everybody want to be VIP. And then it's like, so VIP and then early bird. So every time an early bird nigga went in and out, it was like, and then once I realized I seen the line, I said, next time somebody get out the line, they got to go to the back of the line. If you come out that building, you got to go all the way to the back and wait to get back in.
And we got to communicate that on the way in. No ins and outs.
Yeah, that, And then, you know, I mean, you dealt with it, you know. But yeah, I mean, everything else went pretty well. What was really beautiful was hearing people, like, when they didn't understand the tier, when I broke down why it was the tier, every time I told people, like, basically, if you pay more, you get in first. They was like, well, that makes sense. Hell yeah. Everybody was like, well, duh. Shit. Why y'all didn't say that sooner?
It's fair.
And it was cool because, like, this show, we changed the ticketing after we already sold tickets. So some people offer-based into VIP, but we didn't have that ticket offer yet. So they paid $100 for their ticket, but they didn't get marked as VIP. So I was going down the line, like, if you're offer-based and you paid what the other ticket tier prices are, just let me know. Show me your thing and you'll get in. And it was really cool because, like, a lot of people were like, I don't care. Or some people were like, cool, yeah, let me go over here. But everybody
and that was
like,
our first time. So it's like, dope to see it all move. And I love that we're outside. Like at the San Diego show, I was walking the line and there was a gold card member in line, but he had a homie with him who wasn't a gold card. But I was there and it's like, nigga, you good.
Right.
And we was able to handle, you feel me? And that don't happen. Like our fans are really taken care of. Like you have to be beyond like ignorant and just extra for us to not take care of you. We are the most accommodating group of niggas you could possibly come and attend a show. Usually you attend a show and it's like, you really
Good
get
luck.
treated, you feel me?
Good luck.
Like, nigga, we are beyond accommodating.
Right. People, they were saying no outside drinks, and I'm at the line, like telling people, you're not going to be able to bring that in. They're like, okay, I'm going to just finish it. And I'm taking bottles from people so they don't got to get out of line and lose their spot. And it's like, bro, you're really being treated like top tier because ain't nobody doing that.
No.
And you finna get out that line and have to go to the back. Back to the back of the back.
And you know, the airport is a perfect example of what we need to do. Like the boarding groups and shit, I didn't even think about that. Like the airport is you could buy a fast pass and like the airport is a great example.
And I was
of that.
letting people, they're like, well, how much I said, how much did you pay for your ticket? I paid this. Well, the ticket tier for this, the price starts at this. So if you want to give me the cash or you want a Cashapp or Venmo, you could buy into this. And a couple people did it.
And you know, it might be we need to get laminated signs and print a bunch, because I was about to say, even if you start putting those up with fast pass price, boom, boom, because then we can start hitting those at the door. Some people might want to buy meet and greet VIP and shit at the door. Somebody mentioned that to me recently and was like, yeah, some people might want to upgrade when they get there. Even my sister was saying like they went to see somebody and she was like, we end up paying this to take a picture and shit after because the concert was so good. And that made me think like after a great show, people want to spend money. Like Hirsch was like, it's a shame people can't support you more. But after a show, those are things that people would want to pay for.
Right.
And are willing to spend money
That's
for.
what we should have.
Because the experience was so good.
We should have
like,
a post-show meet and greet room. Because you always just go out or people hang out for hell long after the show. I'd be like, damn, they still out there.
We should do a post-show
meet and greet room because you out there kissing and hugging babies for hours after you just put on a show. For free ski.
Yeah, and that's never going to change. But I think a more intimate experience of that could be worthwhile.
Yeah. It do be a lot, though, after the show.
It do. But that's worthwhile because it's like, if it's something that's $100 and it's 50 people.
And that's my thing, too, is like, it's going to be a lot no matter what. If you going to be there, it may as well be worth the while of like, okay, I just put on this whole show, performed this whole show, and now I'm sitting here kissing babies after the show. We got to make it make sense. Yeah.
That's something to think about. They got hit with that crack attack.
They finna cut a meme in your ass.
Sometimes it happens.
Get cold, you catch one.
Oh, God.
Shit gets you. Somebody say that's that ghost.
Oh, God.
I think that's all the big stuff, yeah? What we at, 20 minutes?
Yeah, I think that's it. So let me just do this so we can plug these shows real quick. Because that'll be smart. All right. This Sunday, January 12th, we back at Empress Theater. You hear me? Residency. We got one more show there after January 12th. January 26th. Empress Residency. After that show, I'll decide if I want to do February or not. We've been having a little
woo-wah.
The leadership at the venue has been a little interesting, so we'll decide if we want to continue there after that. I guess that's good for now, yeah.
That's all the shows you got going on in January?
For January, yeah, I kept it light.
Oh. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, we kept it light.
Fire. It's the top of the new year. We working.
You heard?
Some niggas was on vacation.
Music
we
on the
was
way.
Working.
Albums on the way. Tote back.
I feel like that's everything.
Yeah, that feel like
it feel like we missing something, but it feel like it's everything.
I think it's enough till next episode.
Until next time, this has been another episode.
Free game.
Free game.
You hear
Thought
me?
he was gonna match mine. Bye.